Market vitals, the levels you need to triage the market. HFR from Mars. No, actually, I was from Mars yesterday. I'm fully back from Mars, Mars Candy Factory near west side of Chicago. Matt, I was inspired by that because our friend Jimmy the Vowels, Jim Urio, was talking about how Chicago smells like chocolate, especially the near north side. The Bloomer Chocolate Factory is right there, man, and it smells like chocolate. It's a great smell to have, you know. It's probably I don't know if it's been there as long as the stockyards were on the near south side, but talk about different smells as you go 20 blocks in a city.
Right.
Man, you know, that just reminds me. I asked my dad when he was a kid, you know, young and a younger man, going out to the country, how weird was it to, you know, we have the city smells and the country smells, right? But I didn't realize, you know, back then there were still horses in alleys. I mean,
what horses and alleys, yeah. The delivering your milk and your bread.
Right. And there's still chickens. People had chickens. Yeah. Right. And so there was a lot of country smell right there in the city for you to enjoy for your city dwelling. You know, the cricket farms were in full swing, making protein for everyone. Man,
did you see that Nicole Kidman video I sent you of her eating bugs?
No. Yeah. We're going to make bug eating great again. Matt, what the Live Tour is doing is making partying great again. This from Outkick, little undercover work from Outkick. On the jumbo jet that the Live players, caddies, wives, etc., get to use as they fly.
Did the Loopies and their wives get on board here too? Is there a caste system? Like they're flying?
I'm sure, man. Everything has a caste system. Caddies in back. I don't know. They look like they're having a nice time. The videos, unfortunately, from this were taken down or not available on TikTok. I don't know why that would be. Maybe there's some sort of TikTok, Chinese, Saudi Arabia
connection
schism going on. I don't know. But they sure look like they're having a nice time. Matt, we didn't get a chance to talk about it yesterday. Well, we talked about the Merck fully going casino, right, with then contracts, right? Yep. You're a winner or lose. It's the over-under contract. And I was channel surfing the other day and stopped on the miniature golf show on network television.
What?
Right? Wait a second. With Rob, the guy, you know, the guy is hilarious. He was from Reno 911, right? That guy, Rob, I forget his
Schneider.
name. No. Anyway, the two guys, the banter between them, and they're talking about the miniature golf that's going on, right? Is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what you need in these.
Is it
sports.
miniature golf?
Yeah, it's miniature golf with obstacle courses and shit. It's ridiculous.
Is it miniature people playing miniature?
No. That would be a whole nother bettable scenario. But the prop bets and the ability to give prop bets in real time on a sporting event, I think, is what, you know. I mean, they kind of understand it, Matt, is now you can bet on the quarter, right? So they understand that real-time betting.
So talk to me about how that's working right here. Like, how quickly can we place bets on?
Right, so after every game, you know, the prop bet would be, you know, the Merck.
Are we going to go game, or are we going to go each point?
Well, here, I mean, if the technology was fast,
could we bet that he's going to toss back one of the balls?
If the technology was fast enough, you could say he's going to hit this ball into the net, and that's like a 20-1 against.
Right,
because there's really no chance he's going to do it. Well, let's watch him hit it into the net now. But that's what I'm talking about.
Oof, just blistered. He just took him down. He's taking him down hard.
That reminds me of me, Matt. I'm not sure which side of it. Anyway, in time, I think golf is a little bit better because there's a little bit more time between shots and things.
Yeah.
You know, and not only that, you need to mic the players up. They need to be, there needs to be more jawing going on.
Look where he's standing for his serve. He's all the way against the wall. These serve, and this is on grass.
Your feet is very slow. Yeah, I don't generally stand that far back when you're serving.
No, you don't. I don't serve like him. I only serve 115, not 140.
All right, let's get back to something serious, Matt. Seriously, because we have to talk price discovery at some point. But Matt, this was breaking news today. She is amazing at the Clown World spin. And I love technology, how they could just put a clown face on her. And this was in real time in the video and not somebody just, photoshopping it. Magnificent technology available. I bring that up, Matt, because the spin is coming. And you shared on this job reports. Every job's a job, Matt, even if it's, a part-time or if you're working 3 jobs to make ends meet. And I guess that was the gist of your share here inside marketvitals.io. The market didn't liked. I actually slept through it, to be honest with you, here on the West Coast. The alarm went off and I turned it off.
Yeah. I was up at 5 ready and willing. That's where the money is on Jobs Friday, the first hour or two, 5:30 to 7:30 here. So it's 8:30. My day's over. And, the things that I'd say that I'm taking away from it are interest rates continue to go higher all week as equities continue to go higher. So that makes no sense, but that's what's happening this week. And that's just what it is, right? Correlations don't matter sometimes. And right now they're not mattering. And the bonds, look at this. We talked about it, 142 rang the bell on Wednesday, and has been just grinding down right to point of control for the month, which is 137. But just getting into value, why wouldn't we trade back down and test that 131 area again, or reverse and go test?
Now, let me just talk to you a little about nuance here, because if you did buy that point of control, for sure you want to see it re-clear the high end of that value range.
Yeah, you want to see it get back right up here. So
right on, and that's your kind of really paying attention point. Like if I want to stay with these longs, it's got
like if and for me, it would have to get back above there, close above there, really, to even want to buy it. But
ding.
Otherwise, I would wait for much lower prices because this, again, why would we have lower interest rates right now? There's no reason. There's no.
Well, Matt,
oil is back.
Bring it up.
Okay, oil's back at 105 today, up $10. So it went from 111 to 95 this week. And now we're back to 105s. We traded earlier this morning. I think it came off a little bit because I was short and it went down to 102s, but 102s held again. And that was the high from yesterday. So like we had this rally, back to 102. And then that's and we just went and tested that again. So this looks bullish to me. Crude looks back bullish and we're just getting back into value. Again, this is a 1-month chart, way oversold from 130 down to 95. And again, this is the thing. Oil's tough to trade. It can go to 75, but that level held. And now it's kind of reversing again. So after a 30% sell-off, you would expect it to kind of get back into the groove here. But again, this is just short-term trading right now. Trade what's in front of you. But this is, crude looks to me to be, maybe finding a little bottom if 95 holds. I don't think inflation is over. It doesn't go away. First of all, they just acknowledged it like 30 days ago. They finally acknowledged it, even though it's been happening. You can't, I don't know what world we're living in where you can just say, oh, it's over now in a month. Like people are so crazy right now.
Well, for sure, Matt. Part of the threads are that some of these commodities, we saw copper, we talked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
But
they're not back to COVID lows.
No, they are not. And
not cheap.
In any market, you need a retest of highs.
Yeah.
Usually for it to be over. So yeah.
We talked about nat gas this week, right? Down here at $5, $5.50 to $5.30, or $5.50 to $5, we thought was a decent buy. And sure enough, this thing just gave you a huge rally, counter rally. But again, if you're taking it, take some profits because it still could trade down here to $5. So make sure you let a few ride, but that, let's just say you bought $5.50 and it's up here to $6.20. That's 70 cents. Take half off and it can come back down here and you're still in the money. If it
half
keeps
off and hope it's the dumbest thing you ever did. We used to say
exactly,
that
you
all the time.
hope the other half continues to run up to $7.
You know, Matt, we did some computer analysis of trading.
And you can still put your stop in above where you entered.
And our back testing, no matter what the system was, the biggest alpha in all of these trading systems comes from the 2% of your trades that are the flyer.
Right.
And it's really hard to do to keep a little bit on.
Yeah.
But it really improves the performance if you just let a little bit piece of that.
But that's why you peel off. You peel
Exactly.
off, peel off. That way it's not like you're riding the whole thing. You don't have to ride the whole thing if it does continue to
And
run.
as you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Ride the whole thing.
No, you shouldn't.
Sure.
Right.
Hey, Matt, bring up ZSX 2022. That's Nove beans. That's the new crop here in the Northern Hemisphere. Nove beans, ZSX 2022.
You just want to, I got the continuous. Up
No,
here.
please do ZSX 2022 because that is the Nova is not the front month right now. July is. And I just want to see what that new crop, again, people are talking, I want to see your read on it because it's for sure giving up back a bunch from the highs. And people talking, well, you know, inflation's over because commodities are pricing that it's over. Well, I'm not so sure that there won't be
the same chart. It's the same chart.
It's the same chart as the oil, right? Which is crazy.
No, I'm just saying it's the same chart as the front month. I mean, it's just a little different prices, but you know, this is 1391 versus 1510 is the front. Yeah, I mean, it held down here at 13 and it's had a huge bounce coming back into value. And again, from, you know, $16 down here to 1306.
All right. So that's important for me to look at that because it will stay fully right-sided.
It's going to have to get back above this area again to be fully bullish, 14. So, you know, 14. And
isn't that beautiful where commodities have priced that the inflation is over until they price that it isn't, and all it needs to do is recapture that value level. And you know, that's why people trade. That's why people have opinions, and people that have opinions with money involved, I respect more, even if they're wrong.
Yeah. If
there's money involved, if you've taken an opinion in the market, that's fantastic.
Here's the deal, Bob. If we got back down here, here's the COVID low, somewhere down here at 850, 8.25. That's where beans were trading when COVID started. So if you can get it there, maybe inflation's over. Because we didn't have inflation when Trump was in office. We didn't.
Here's another point too, man.
Again, you give me $2 gas at the pump, not $6.40, not $5.30, not $4.40, $2.
Well, here's the other thing too, Matt. Just because prices don't continue to rise,
right? It doesn't mean there's rampant.
If they stay at this elevated level, it's a giant drain.
Right.
It's a giant, just like you said there. I mean, $4, $5, $6 gas going forward is not workable for most people.
No. I
mean, so we don't need inflation to end. We need some deflation.
Yes.
In these pricing points of things that people use every day. And the chart, the most amazing chart I've seen maybe in my lifetime is the German electricity rates.
Yeah. What, 7.5x?
What do you just?
You
stop lighting your home.
Your bill goes from 30 to 180, and okay. You don't think that hurts people?
30. I mean, if you got electric heat, man.
I'm just saying.
Seriously though, it goes from 300 to 2100.
I'm just making up numbers, Bob.
We'll stop make numbers up that are more realistic, because when you say it like that, yeah, 30 to 180. All right, who cares?
Okay, so say 100 to 600.
Exactly. Now you're really, you want to think that your mom or dad was a thermostat Nazi.
Yeah.
Wait for this winter.
Right.
In Deutschland.
And what if you don't have a fireplace? You can't even use that option. And many modern homes don't.
All right, listen, I have previously engagements that I need to get to today. Anything else that's jumping at you? I know we got summer markets, but we do have.
It just looks to me like we got this, upward drift. We're trading at the highs of the day basically. And, like I said to you earlier, why wouldn't we kind of continue cruising next week into the middle of OPEX? OPEX is a week from today again already. July monthly options expire next week. So that's already the third Friday. Again, you got to trade the market that is in front of you. Doesn't matter what your macro bent might be. I mean, we just talked very negative, but the equities have been bullish all week. We're up, in the SPOOs 11,380 up to 180, which is what is that, 800 points, which is 7%, a 4-day week. Not bad.
In the NASDAQ.
Not a bad week. Not a bad
week.
And
we still got negative slope on the weekly, on the standard deviation work, and but we have a lot of room on the weekly. In fact,
12.6 is 12.6, 12.8 has been my number if we're going to get this bounce that I'm looking for. So, I've been playing both sides of the market, long and short, because it's still giving us opportunities based on information and flows, but it's upward sloping short term. And we why wouldn't we go higher with this thing? We get bounces, bear markets get bounces. And, this is kind of an interesting chart, just looking at the 610 chart right now.
Love the 610.
And the 610, we've basically held the bottom of value a number of times here, which is right at 11,000. So that's the next go, no go line. And it held. And, theoretically, we could trade all the way up to 15,000 and still be bearish.
And what is that point of control?
This point of control is like 13.7 now, and then
what is that one? Yeah.
This level here is 12.8.
All right, that's the one I'm looking for. Ding, ding, ding. Because the standard deviation modeling, the opposite standard deviation momentum level is going to come right around there. 1302 or 13,207 this week should come in somewhere around 12.8 next week. And one of my favorite trades is that counter trend opposite momentum level against the slope. I don't care what time bracket you put it on, a weekly, a monthly, a 1 minute. Mind the slope when you're looking at standard deviation momentum modeling. Mind the slope. It's incredibly important.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me just bring it up 1 second here. Let me share, because a picture is worth 3.5 words in this world, Matt. And I got 4 words to tell you. So we're going to go over on the number of words. Who had over on 4 words? I still can't share. Trying to share, looking to share, want to share. HFR. Should I play a song while I wait to be able to share?
No, you're ready.
All right, weekly NASDAQ E-mini futures continuation chart. And I just want to talk about the slope and the standard deviation, the opposite. So since April of 20, May of 20, right, we kicked into this up momentum level and a positive slope on the opposite momentum level. And there's a touch here, several touches here, but no ability to close lower and change the slope. Pretty flat slope here. My point is, now we've rolled over. We've had 1 touch of that slope here. So again, next week, this should come in around 12.8 or so. I'll update you next week. And it's a great trade. It's a great trade setup. You know what your risk is. It's pretty defined. It should really respect the area. It shouldn't close back above it. And that's what I'm looking for, Matt.
No, and that's another, from where we are right now, 600 points. So that's not much. It's only another 5% the way that this NASDAQ moves, It's either the one thing I will say about this market, summer especially, with not a lot of narratives being newly thrown out there for stocks, like there's nothing good out there, right? So they can rally them for a while on this vacuum of no information, but eventually we've got the Fed and we've got earnings coming after the 15th really in strength. So I think
here too, I
think from July 15th to August 15th also will be a very possibly bearish time for this market again.
Circling back to the rally that will come if it's a tame CPI number.
Yeah, and that's next
And
week.
it doesn't mean that things are good. It just means they maybe they stop
Whatever.
escalating.
Whatever. Their measurements are all finagled anyway. So exactly, it's like, okay, one month of you go from whatever 8.3 to 7.7, and they rally them. Great. Okay.
Even 6%. Like they can't
Whatever.
stay here. These prices can't stay here
Right.
and have a robust economy. It just can't. You cannot put $150 into the gas tank.
No.
You know, and expect that to be a long-term.
And you can't start a bull market with gas at $6 a gallon, or $4, or $3, maybe at $2.
Bingo.
Like I will say that will be your metric. All you Benzinga followers, all you guys thinking that the bottom's in, it's not in. Even if we somehow ran to 15,000 with some miracle. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the world too. The former PM of Japan gets wasted yesterday giving a speech. By the way, in a country that is very harsh on guns, very difficult to get guns. He still made one himself. So crazies are going to be crazy. So stop, please stop with the noise, because crazies are going to be crazy, whether it's United States. And I think a lot of it, quite frankly, has to do with the lockdowns this world went through. People are still, they're getting more angsty. Boris Johnson gone. So what is this leading to? Are we leading? Is this setting us up for the?
Matt, we're going to have the.
Is this leading us to the new alien leader that's going to come down and he's going to offer peace to the world?
The Great Reset is really just the Great Retreat. You saw the German farmers are now fully involved. Italian farmers and
the Great Retreat.
French farmers are going to start taking to the streets.
Where are the cricket farmers? Are they taking?
Where is Jeremy Clarkson in Top Gear? Because he made a go at farming, and he's got a respect for what it takes to be a farmer.
Yeah.
And again, we've talked about, let's attack the 2%.
Right.
Even if you believe in the whole narrative, even if you believe it all, hook, line, and sinker, why would you attack the 2%?
Why would you?
Why would you? Why would you care about the 2%? Why wouldn't you want to attack something that is actually meaningful on the plate of climate change?
Right.
Why are crickets on the plate? I don't know. It makes me think that maybe there's money involved and people are getting paid off to divert attention away from their influence on the model. Anyway, all right, that's what we got, Matt. You have a great weekend. We got some heat coming to Bend, Oregon, finally next week.
Yeah.
Can't wait for some heat. And that's it. Be disciplined, trade discipline.
We'll have to get a best of 5 set going today, tomorrow,
for sure.
Saturday.
Mind the mo, Matt. Mind the mo. Know what the value range is. Visit us at marketvitals.io and have all of that at your fingertips, including our scripts for this standard deviation modeling and the profile modeling. Thank you, Matt. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Bob.
You too.